Abracadabra NYC was kind enough to send me a couple of items, so let's put on some elf ears. With any prosthetic that you're putting down, you do want to clean the area to remove any additional oil that might be on the skin. So I'm cleaning around my ear, so the front end along with also the back end. I'm cleaning anywhere the prosthetic might end up touching, just to make it so I have a nice clean surface. Now here are the ears that I have. These are foam latex, and they have this little loop here that is going to stick onto my ear. These are also pretty small, and my ears are pretty small as well too, but these do fit very well. Now I'm using some Pros-Aid, so I'm just going to take a very small bit from the cap that's here. You're really honestly not going to need a lot. I'm putting it on the upper portion of my ear, along with also in that little divoted area. You want to have at least 2 or 3 parts of contact where the adhesive is. You also need to make sure that this adhesive is no longer white or almost fully clear and sheen before you stick down any of your prosthetics. Now I'm very lightly lining that up, and after it's lined up, I'm pressing it down. I'm doing the same exact thing on the other side, moving my hair away from the prosthetic and also the adhesive. And then at the edge, I'm going to take some of this Pros-Aid cream just to blend it slightly and make it so it's going to stick down to my skin. If you wanted to blend this further, you could use some additional liquid latex at the edges to extend out those pieces. But because the makeup that I do, I end up wearing a wig and anything's covered. To take off any of the sticky residue, I'm using some translucent setting powder, brushing it down. This is really important just so it doesn't stick to any costumes or any hair and pull it out when you wear these. You can also wear these for a long period of time as long as the adhesive holds up, and in my case, Pros-Aid holds up for a long time. Now we're going to take some foundation, so I'm using a flesh tone foundation on that same brush that I used with the translucent setting powder, and I'm going to hold the prosthetic from the back end along with also my ear and very lightly brush some of that cosmetic on. And here is me doing a second makeup look with these, and you could honestly just keep using these and using these and using these as long as you take care of them proper and remove them properly. But here is the first makeup look that I did, which was some, we'll say along the lines of fairy and or elf makeup. And you can see that it sits on the ear extremely well for this makeup look. And here's the second one that I did, which was some orc makeup. Now, if you want to keep reusing these, here is how you remove them. You're going to need some Pros-Aid remover, and you're going to very gently use that on a Q-tip and go along the rim of the ear and very gently take them off with the adhesive remover. You can also clean these with a bit of soap and water, and also too, make sure you powder the back end of it just because there might be some residue left on there from the adhesive that you used. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and this is going to be great for Renaissance season or cosplays.